Hello. I am okay. I don't even know why I'm getting all self conscious because I'm literally sitting on my balcony right now, so it's not even like I'm in front of people. But this, I don't even. Okay, so leading up to this episode, me recording this was kind of like a lot was leading up to it. Like one before I came out here, mentally I was just in the kitchen. I was making two fried eggs, and I was just like, okay, I need to figure out a topic I'm going to do for tomorrow's video or today for whoever's watching it. And essentially, it was just kind of like one of those things I kept telling myself in my head, hey, you need to go do this. Hey, you need to go do this. Hey, you need to go do this. And then I just never did it. And I never did it. And I came out here, I fully still was just telling myself as I'm walking out here with all the film equipment, hey, you need to go do this, and I never do it. I never did it once. And it literally just led to me being like, you know what? Because I went and I opened my notes app and I looked at it and I was scrolling and I was just like, you know what? Excuse my language, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. I'm literally just gonna get my camera out. I got my tripod, I've got my light, feeling better than ever. Fuck it. And honestly, I think sometimes with who I am and how I like to live life, I love to have a plan. I love to have a plan because I'm like, things always work better when I got a plan. Like when I have a plan, things just happen the way they are supposed to happen. But when I don't have a plan, things go to shit. But then there's other times where I'm like, listen, I'm at the time in my life where honestly not having a plan and just doing whatever the fuck and just going with it, the flow is just the best thing for me to do right now. And for my podcast, that is how I'm gonna be. For the past couple episodes, I have been planning what to talk about, and I'm gonna be so real with you. Each one of them, never did I talk about what I wanted to, what I planned to talk about. It was always just freeballing it, and I was just spitting. I was just spitting, and so yeah. So I'm gonna do that for this episode. And a couple of the topics I had, one was adulthood was hard, even though everybody warned me about it. Another was a TikTok ban. TikToks are not banned, so there's that. Um, and another thing, this I don't even know if this will be a long episode. I'm a fast talker, so but another thing is building my brand, what I want to do, and deciding to get off my ass and actually make what I want of my life instead of just thinking about it and then imagining how amazing it'd be when I get to that point. But then when the end of the year comes and I'm right where I am, I'm like, oh, I'm depressed. The world's out for me. Everybody hates me. No, nobody hates you, dude. Literally, nobody hates you. You're just not doing shit with your life, and you're just not accepting that. So in return, instead of just accepting that, you're blaming everybody else. So I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And I don't like for someone else to clock my behavior. Like, nobody better ever tell me about myself like that. The fuck? Who are you talking to? So let's just go in order of things. Let's have a conversation. I feel like I'm gonna view these podcasts like that. It's like I'm having a conversation with someone, except for I'm not getting interrupted, which is honestly the best type of conversation ever. Like when I say not interrupted, I mean I'm talking the entire time. Honestly, that's why I love podcasts. I feel like I'm just talking to someone, and you're never gonna interrupt. Never. You're gonna let me talk and let me say my thoughts all the way. Oh my god. I think this podcast is literally gonna prevent me from needing therapy real quick. Not saying I'm gonna get into trauma, but I'm just saying I love talking. And for me, talking out my thought process literally heals so much anxiety and internal turmoil. Like I swear, I can solve an entire internal argument I've been having with myself for 2 weeks just by probably sitting here and yapping on camera and be like, yeah, da, 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 da. Like honestly, I know for a fact in the future I'm gonna be editing myself, and there's probably gonna be a time period where there's just 10 minutes of me just being like, and that's me literally that's me clocking myself. So anyways, let's start off with the TikTok ban. Honestly, this TikTok ban was one of the things that was a character test for me in that documents, or not even documents, but pinpoints. Amaya's had growth since probably like the past like 2 years prior to me clocking that. I have had growth, and my reaction and how I felt about the TikTok ban was that I didn't give a fuck. Like for me, I always tell myself when Amaya, if you're saying you don't care about something so much, you're gonna look like you care because I know that's just how a lot of people think. But like for me, when I don't care about something is when I acknowledge it the most, which is like it's ass backwards. Not everybody works like that, and most people are. If it is bothering me, I'm gonna keep saying I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. But for me, if it's bothering me, I would never bring it up, and that's why things always seem so foreign when I bring things up to my friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's been bothering me for months, and they're like, what? Girl, you didn't even bring it up, and I'm like, I know, I know how to keep things locked down. Um, but yeah, I didn't care about the TikTok ban. I was just like, honestly, after going ban for ban, after going lick for lick in the comment section with some of these people, with some of these grown ass adults and some of these little ass children, I realized that TikTok is great. It is a news outlet. TikTok to me is the equivalent of like what ChatGPT can do for humanity. It can either be very great or it can literally shank you. Like that is literally there's no in between. No in between. I think TikTok is creating a lot of chronically online brain rotting, brain dead individuals who forgot what the concept, definition, purpose of research and fact checking is before seeing a video that's making claims saying, that's the cold hard truth, and then carrying that energy as if they had done like 3 hours of fact checking to make sure that claim, that initial claim was correct, was true, but they didn't. They'd be walking around like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. And I'm like, loud and wrong. How can you walk around like this? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I get secondhand embarrassment before the act where I would get secondhand embarrassment even comes, before it even happens. So I'm like, how are you so confidently spitting out bullshit? I will never put myself in a position where I can get clocked so hard to where it gags me. The stray kitty. I need the cat distribution system to choose me. Please. Please choose me. Oh my gosh. Kitty, 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 kitty. Yes. Yes, you hear me from the beyond. Yes. 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 Yes, turn around. Turn around. Yes, you want to come here 3 stories up. Please. I was very convinced that cat hurt me. Okay, anyways. So, the TikTok ban, I was kind of like, honestly, this could be an amazing thing, honestly, guys. This could be an amazing thing. Like, yes, we're going to kind of have to figure out how we're going to get information, reliable information, da 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 da. And honestly, not to get like too political, but to like dip into like where my thought process was, I kind of was the whole TikTok ban when it first came up. Like honestly, even like a year ago, I was like, bullshit. What the heck? Why do they want to ban TikTok? Y'all mad? And also, I thought it was complete BS. Okay, what TikTok's been proposed to be banned like how many times and it just fell through. So it's like that. It's like the boy who called wolf. That's what the TikTok ban was giving me. The boy who called wolf. So I was like, y'all are tripping. TikTok ain't going nowhere. And in retrospect, it really didn't. It was really kind of like a hey, this is a prank, like where the camera's at type thing. I mean, it was banned for not even 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. So I was like, honestly, it'll be a great thing. We're gonna have to figure out how to like do things a little bit differently, but it's a great thing because some of y'all are losing brain cells spending all day on this app. And ugh, And also, so anyways, so when the topic came back up and it was like for real, I was like, dude, wait, why do they even want to ban TikTok for real? Like, break it down to me because in my head, it's like some petty ass shit, and I know, like, I know politics ain't always what it seems, but I refuse to believe it's genuinely because y'all are just being like petty, and it's just like, like no, like there has to be a line, and I feel like when it comes to the government and politics pettiness ain't in there. I mean, yeah, but like not to the point with like laws and shit. But anyways, so they were just like, yeah, they believe like China's stealing our data, and I was like, oh, okay, clock it. So they want to ban an app that is stealing our data, and they want to sell it to make sure someone who's owning it is obviously like not like Chinese, that they're American, and I was like, okay, like yeah, that's valid, but also there's like 20 million jillion other apps that are like Chinese owned that are also stealing the data. So I'm like, that can't be it. I mean, it is it, but like there's something more specific. Is it because TikTok's at the scale it's at in terms of how many users are on it and how influential it is and how everybody and their mother's on it? Or is there some other thing? Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm always if you're gonna point at one, you gotta point them at all type thing. So I'm like, okay, if you're gonna ban TikTok because of such and such claim, that claim also fits for a bunch of other things. So if you're gonna ban one thing, it would seem like you would have to ban the rest. So then that brings me to the conclusion is it can't be that one single claim. It has to, y'all, this is how I argue. This is genuinely how I argue with someone who like has a problem with me because I will talk your issue that you have with me out. So you, because sometimes, oh my god, clock it. Sometimes a person don't even fucking get why they're pissed. Like they're pissed at you, but sometimes they don't even really get why they're pissed at you. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna get through it together, okay? We're in this together. We're gonna figure out why you don't like me and why you don't like me. We're gonna figure it out. And sometimes they realize it wasn't even me, it was miscommunication, and like that's chill. And then sometimes I mean it is me. I ain't gonna front and pretend like I don't be pissing people off, but like sometimes it is me, and I'm like, okay, we'll hash that out. So, anyways, I'm applying the same logic to TikTok. I'm like, there has to be some other underlying shit. Like, there has to be, not has to be, there is something else we don't know. But you know what's also getting me about the TikTok ban is that TikTok had me in the mindset that I need to be in everybody else's fucking business, and like, I saw this video the other day, and the other day is a stretch. This was like a week ago, about a week ago, and it was like humans weren't meant to know so many people existed. Like I shouldn't know that there's like what 8, 9, 10, too many billion people in the world with me. I'm not supposed to know that. I'm supposed to be fucking oblivious and think like, oh yeah, yo, I think like I mean, definitely in the 100,000s around here. Like, I'm not supposed to be thinking about that. And like in a bigger scale, I'm not supposed to be making a podcast and a bunch of people aren't able to see it. Like, it's just we're not meant to have this much access to each other. So like, and then I think about all the bullshit that goes on in the world. And if it's not something I can do something about, like right here, right now, I'm not going to care. And the TikTok ban, what am I cry about it for? I'm gonna say something very controversial. It's gonna be mean. It's gonna be mean, not controversial. It's gonna be mean. It's a cold hard truth. Somebody probably if you don't have something nice to say, keep it to yourself. I'm not keeping it to myself. Guys, if you cried over TikTok, now if you had like some legitimate reason, like some legitimate boohoo reason that really, when you dissect it, doesn't really lead back to, oh, you were crying over TikTok, it was you were crying over this, and the third, then yeah, so be it. But for the people who were actually bawling their eyes, crawling, bending over backwards, rolling over in the fucking dirt over TikTok getting banned, No. No, 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 no. Like that's not okay. That's not okay. I know that my generation, like people 2003, I'm saying like once you hit double digits, you're out. Okay. I know y'all literally being chronically online, like you didn't really have a fucking choice. Okay. I didn't have a phone till I was like 13. Now, mind you, I had a phone when I was a kid. Like I was like 9. It didn't have a SIM card. So literally all I was doing on that motherfucker was playing Temple Run and Subway Surfers. So, oh my god, I should stop swearing. Okay, next episode I'm not gonna swear anymore because I know Spotify. I mean, you can like be explicit and still get paid, but like TikTok, they're not TikTok. YouTube is a little bit different. Um, but yeah, I'm like, why are you're crying over an app being gone? Like, the thing is, I would 1,000% understand you more if it was like every social media app. Oh my god, I have crumbs. My bad, I just ate some toast. But if Snapchat, Instagram, like every single social app, like communication was cut off. Like you cannot communicate. You have no way to communicate with anyone in the world unless you have their number saved and like messages or something. If that happened, yeah, I'm getting why you're bawling your eyes out crying. Yeah, for sure. But like it's one app and it's literally just banned in the country. That's it. So like it's just when you think about the things in like a bigger scale, I'm like you're mad, not even mad, but like I get being mad at the government, but I think it's a bit silly, and I think you do need to go walk outside, take a deep breath, breathe in fresh air, and keep doing that until you genuinely stop crashing out about an app, and like keep doing it till you start laughing at yourself because that's what you should be doing, laughing at yourself, like being upset, being sad, being like damn, because like I was sad, I was like dang, all my workout videos are on there, all my nice good workout edit sounds are on there, all my like my recipes are on there, I didn't save them. Boo-hoo, ain't the end of the world. I'll find other recipes. But y'all to cry, like this one girl she posted it. She posted herself crying. I'm like, girl, it's one thing to cry over TikTok, but like, babe, it's a whole nother thing to fucking full on cry. And you know how many steps you have to go through to post a video? So she opens her phone. She says plus. She goes to the little square at the bottom right. Click. Oop, yep, the crying video. Yep. She probably watched that back. Like it's silly to me. Cause like and then I oh my god, I'm too much of a thinker, bro. I'm too much of a thinker because then I'm like, why did you post that? Like, what? Why did you post yourself crying about the TikTok ban? You know? Ooh, ooh. I'm too much of a thinker. This is what it'd be like having conversations with me. I'm challenging. I'm beyond all that other type of conversation. This is where I'm at. I'm like, why did you post it? Why did you post yourself crying about the TikTok ban? Because what would I say if I'm not people who aren't like me, who's looking at you laughing? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not like laughing at you, but I'm like, it's silly. You're crying? No, that's not okay. Like over an app, if my daughter, I'm over here sipping, saying it's like well, maybe not sipping wine. I'm a little crazy for that. But like I'm downstairs. Say I'm reading a book. I don't know, me and her dad just chilling in the fucking kitchen. And she come down there. Mom, 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 mom. What? Girl, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? Honey, come here, come here. Oh my god. Like she's bawling. Like me and her father, we ready to have a heart to heart. We give each other a look. Okay, honey, let's put the phones down, put the books down, let's attend to our kid. Honey, what's wrong? I just TikTok just got banned. Oh, honey. Oh, but why are you crying? Why are you bawling your eyes? Mom, because TikTok got banned. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That ain't nothing to fucking cry about. Okay. Yeah. At that point, I'm gonna take my daughter's phone from her. We're gonna start having weekly, maybe even daily family walks. We're gonna start boosting your social interaction. To start teaching you to enjoy life rather than the life you see on the screen. Because even this, I fully plan to just do this, no cuts, nothing. Because what? That's what makes a podcast, no cuts. But I could edit this. Say this is extreme example. Say I've stuck my finger halfway up my nose, pulled out a glob of snot, chunky ass booger at the tip of my pinky. Ew, nobody wants to see that. I'm gonna edit that out. Okay? Like, you cannot trust what you see. You know, for the people who do astrology, who are into astrology, spirituality, tarot card readings, a lot of things that I feel like true, genuine, non-negative, no weird intention tarot readers say, take what resonates with you and take it positively. I carry that with me as just like a thing, just like on my little moral list, like every single day. Take what resonates. Like TikTok, whenever things start, when you just get a little too involved, so a little too emotionally involved, a little too this, a little too that, you know what I do? I tell myself, girl, this is the internet. Like, OMG. Right now, um, sorry, I just was holding my microphone like 10 miles away from my face. Um, like streamers crack me up. Like, I wonder if I'm gonna, like, you know what? Not I wonder. I hope a year from now, looking back at this video, and this is like, oh, where Amaya started on her balcony, bitch. This is what I look like too. First, the video fit. Just know, I'm gonna record just like this every freaking time. We gonna be comfy. We gonna be comfy having these conversations. You know what? I need to get on it. I need to get on it. You know, let's get on to what I was. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Just know, for anyone who chooses to subscribe to me and be along for the ride, just know that having a conversation with me, we not staying on one lane. Girl, this is a rodeo. We're going everywhere. Try and stay on. It's a bumpy ride. So, for the past 2 years of my life, I was in a rebirth. I was in denial. I was extremely depressed. And my anxiety issues increased and meant like insanely. And because of that, I was on a 2 year burnout. Like, I put myself on the bench. I was always a starter, and I put myself on the bench. And truth be told, that was because I was a tryhard in high school, but not in the sense to like make everybody like know everybody like, oh, hey, I'm better than you type shit. But it was just kind of like my parents built me up in that way to just do your best. Because, and also the school too, it's kind of like, do you do your best in high school, that'll set you up for life. You'll get into a perfect college, you'll get the perfect job. The perfect job will get you the perfect amount of money, the perfect fit. You know, it's just kind of like, and also give you context. I will always add that I'm from a small town. Okay, I don't care. Whoever knows me, whoever sees it's like, oh, I know my da 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 da. We were from a small ass town. We had small town ass values. Like, for example, literally half the people I was either acquaintance with, what, like acquaintance. Oh my fucking god, friend of a friend. They're married, pregnant, pregnant and engaged, pregnant and married. Like, it's just, it's that, or you're still in college, or you're just, it's just, oh my god. And this is not even speak, you know, this is no, this is speaking in a general sense because this ain't for me, but like, it's just, there's no path in a small town. It's just, There's no creativity in terms of career. It's all boring ass shit. And that is why there was no, oh, I'm going to go to college in state for 4 years and then I'm going to leave. No, there is no leaving. There is no leaving. You don't ever leave. You're stuck forever. It's a hole. It's a fucking rabbit hole. And I don't even know where I was going with that. I literally don't know where I was going with that. That just brewed a crash out in me. It had me get off topic and all that. Like, dang. Um, yeah. But anyways, I was on a burnout because I was such a try hard in high school, and I was just like, I need to get perfect everything, perfect GPA, perfect this, extracurriculars. Like I was in clubs and all. I was doing I was in it. I need to win. I needed my transcript to look pristine, beautiful. I needed colleges to love me. Um, and you know it's funny, all that work and the college I ended up going to, I could have been the dumbest fucking person on the planet, and I would have got in. At first a lot what I would tell myself, which is I feel like why I didn't I did care about college. I did, but I kind of was just like, bro, whatever. Whatever. I did it. I've been running in this race forever. I made it to the finish line and you want me to still run? No, I'm not. I'm gonna get my water and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna just sit down for a second. That is exactly how it was graduating high school. I was running in a race. Was the food truck? It smelled good. Nope. But and I got to the finish line, graduation, and they're like, no, you gotta keep going. And I'm like, girl, I've been in school for years. Keep going. Are you kidding me? Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. Like, you want me to keep going, friend? No. And I just didn't. College, I was so burnt out. And if at first it was just kind of like, okay, the first 3 months, the first couple of months, like the first 5 months, really. I started college like September. So I'll say like September, I was basically like, okay, I can chill, I can party, I can do whatever the heck until December. And then I'll get on it. Long story short, I never got on it. Now, to say that, I was not absolutely not doing shit. I had accomplishments. I have things to my name in college, but is that the best I could have done? Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. And I laugh because that was everyone's impression of me. All my professors who had me, my classmates, it makes me laugh because what they saw is what they got, but it's not who I am, and it's not my potential, and it's not all I can be, and they'll never know that. And they will know that because that brings me to my current point is that I'm done. I'm done sitting out. I chilled all 2023. I chilled all 2024 was, oh my god. 2024 felt like I was Flynn Rider and 2024 was that cast iron skillet Rapunzel was holding. Like, it just kept hitting me. It felt like a clone just was birthed from me. Looks just like me, except for she's real as fuck. And she's like, you need to get your shit together. No one else is gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, but I'm gonna tell you. You can't blame nobody for where you're at in your life except for yourself. Truthfully. And you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna be doing what you want to do until you stand up and do it. And I'm like, you and I both know that, girl, once you stand on your 2 feet and you start running again, it's over. It's over. You can't hype yourself up but then not fucking have nothing to show for it. It's just giving your all bark, no bite. It's just, no, bro. Like, I gotta stand on that. And when people say stand on it, I feel they always thinking about like, oh, talking your shit. No, stand on it for anything. If I say I'm gonna be something, bitch, I'm gonna be something. If you're not, then you gotta stop saying that. You gotta stop saying that. And that's what I've been telling myself. This like 2024, end of 2024, and one of the things is obviously my success, my writing, social media, but like all that's light work for me. That's light work. Okay, I just sounded super cocky, but in terms of light work, I mean work ethic. In terms of applying myself to get myself there, that is light work. The one thing that really turned me around, this is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna like it was my appearance, and for me, it's principle above all. Me kind of saying, not kind of, me saying, hey, it was my appearance, and me just kind of being upset with where I'm at in terms of like how I look. I'm not confident in myself, and I'm upset with it. I'm upset with it to the point where it's holding me back in life, which is what gags me. And you know what I told myself? I was like, well, either you get with it and you start loving yourself, you learn to love every part of you. This won't sound real crazy, but it's just the cold hard truth. It's what someone would tell you. Either you start fucking loving yourself or you do something about it. Either you get in the gym and you change it. And I got in the gym and I changed it because I went through the whole let's try and love. But I'm just too much of a boy right now to myself to kind of be like, And I don't know. This is also why I'm like, I fucking hate social media because I feel like I have so much confliction on like, am I a bad person for not liking how I physically look and wanting to work out and improve my appearance? Like, is it mainly solely in like vanity driven? Yeah. I also genuinely do want to be stronger. Like the main goal I have out of the whole my whole workout journey is so I can do a push up. I can't do a freaking push up. Now, let me rephrase that. I can, but I want to be able to flawlessly do 10 push ups and it looks like I weigh the same amount as a feather. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to flawlessly do a push up. So that's one big goal. All the other stuff is like BS. But I want to look good. I want to look like that girl. And when I say that, all the time, I want to look like this. I mean, in my eyes. And that's like the main thing is like, I don't want to look good for other people. You know, I don't want to like, oh, I'm looking good and now everybody's going to like me. Like, no. Because it's only affecting me. My problems with my appearance have only been affecting me. And that has been thrown in my face like so many times in terms of like, no one sees me the way that I see me. And in terms of like, I view myself as a goddamn troll while everybody else views me as like, I'm pretty sure 10 times prettier than I even imagine myself. And it gags me. And every time I'm like, you're lying. Da 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 da. So, what wanted me to change my life, it was like, I love the aesthetic of a girl just living her life. She's got her camera, she's got her little digital camera, she got her phone, she got her little lighting setup, and she's just like, hey, I want to take a picture. Like, just taking a picture and not caring about the angles, not caring about how the lighting's hitting my face. Like, I'm grabbing lighting so you can see us better, not so we look better. And I'm just taking pictures of my surroundings, making vlogs, and then editing these cute little montages of like what we did. In truth, aside from my writing and directing, that is what I want to do in life. I have since I was a kid, I just adored the aesthetic of just living life and it looking amazing and it feeling amazing. And the thing is, I have videos from my past college. So me and my friends, I used to go out all the time. We lived in Florida, which honestly is a very nice place to grow. Like Central Florida, like honestly, just Central Southern Florida is, I think, such a great place to grow up and not grow up, but like to go to college because one, you can travel to so many places. I've gone to the Keys. I've gone to Miami. I've gone to like essentially everywhere like beside me, under me, above me. Like you can travel anywhere in Florida and it's not that crazy of a drive. It's fun as hell. So anyways, I have all these videos of all these trips we used to go on. And they look so fun. Like there's such a vibe. And people are like, and I remember the statement like hearing like, oh yeah, like not everything on the internet's real, but I'm like, bro, the way this video makes you feel is exactly how it felt to live that. So, and I feel like I always aim for that when I'm editing something. So I'm like, bro, whatever you feeling when you watch this video, girl, that's exactly how it felt to be in it. The clips, the happy, the smiles you see in them clips, the ha ha he, that all happened. So, you know, this is my year. This is my year. And I'm not saying that in a wishful manifesting way. Like, the big thing for me with manifesting is like, yeah, manifesting is real, but it's also what a lot of people don't just drop is that it's a mindset. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stop this max 40 minutes. I'm gonna manifest that happens. It's going to happen. You know why it's gonna happen? Because I'm gonna stop this video at 40 minutes. Because I don't want no more than that. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. It's just like if I'm it's just I'm seeing it through. I'm standing on business, manifesting, standing on business. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Like same thing. Walk like a duck. It's hot like a duck. It's a duck. So yeah. See, I ain't cutting that out. That pause I just had, that is literally me having this podcast like heal me. um, I think I'm gonna wrap it up though for this episode. Um, yeah. Honestly, I'm on a go with the flow vibe for this podcast. I know things will definitely get more like strict, but I'll have like an intro or outro. But then also this one person I watch, she don't either. So I have like a copy the right cat mindset with things. So I'm like, if she's doing it and she's getting millions of views, maybe it's not that bad if I don't have an intro and outro. But bye bye, friends. Naughty, naughty. Y'all, I love a good family channel because they're just so. Anyways, goodbye, people.